Hello, hello. Westman Atelier has a new product, these Sun Tone Bronzing Drops. Picked up a couple of shades to share with you. We got to test this out. We got to try it out, and we got to see what it's all about. I feel like it's multifunctional. I feel like it's fun. It's easy. It's effortless. It's Westman Atelier, but we got to find out, yeah? Shall we? So these are liquid bronzers that are said to give you instant summer skin. Hey, I'm cool with that. Claim to be blendable, streak-free, and no shimmer. You know, when it comes to Westman Atelier, the approach is always to enhance what you already have. So yeah, I picked up two shades. I picked up number 2 and number 3. There are a total of 4 shades. I picked up the shades. The blue one, it's Soleil Parfait 2, and then the green one is Soleil Parfait 3. So a couple of ways to wear. Wear it all over for a wash of warmth, and that's why I got this shade. But again, we're going to swatch and all those things in just a second. The other way is for a more targeted bronze, apply anywhere the sun would naturally hit, over the cheeks, temple, and forehead. They can be used on bare skin or over foundation. That's awesome. All right, so let's talk packaging details. Outer cartons look like this, super cute. I love the colorfulness. It's fun. It's a vibe. And the outer packaging matches the actual product's packaging as well. And just like the loaded super liquid highlighters, packaging is that same packaging, but just colored. And speaking of, I purchased the darkest shade of this, and I used to use this as bronzer when this was initially intended to be like a highlight, a liquid highlight from Westman Atelier, and this is like almost done, but I have enough in here because I want to compare as well. So we'll do that towards the end of today's video. But as always, timestamps are down below in the description box along with everything we talk about in today's video. So you're supposed to shake it. And I love all the details on Westman Atelier's packaging. Now I will just share this little bit with you. And I kind of sort of had the same issue with this. The packaging, I haven't even used it yet. And look, it's a little messy. So keep that in mind. But I love the details on the packaging. Like you have the little Westman Atelier logo in the cap there. And it's a little squeezy. So shade number 2, Parfait 2. This is the one I intend to kind of just use all over, but it has a nice little tint to it. So here's texture and consistency. It is a very thin, light texture and consistency. And then let's see, shade number 3. Ooh. See, as soon as I open it, it's already spilling, and I don't get it because I haven't used these yet. Personally, that doesn't like affect the way I think of the product, but of course I need to share all of those details with you. So here we go. Shade 2 and shade 3. These are heavy swatches. Let's see. There's no scent. That's good. Again, these are heavy swatches. I have to emphasize that. Because once these blend out into your skin, I don't see them being this intense. So I'm blending it a bit more to kind of sheer it out. Yeah. That's definitely what I was looking for and hoping for with that lighter one. And the finish is a very nice natural matte. It doesn't seem to look dull and flat, but it's very natural. So let's try this a couple of different ways. That's why I don't have any makeup on, but we're going to try it bare face. We're going to try it with hand. We're going to try it with brush. We're going to try it with foundation. And let's see all the details, all the things, shall we? All right, so I've gone in and prepped my skin like I normally would. I have already applied my YSC Skin Glow Primer. This has an SPF of 30 and my eye cream. So that's all we've got going on, and we're ready to roll. So I want to try the lighter one first because that was the one I bought intentionally as something I can just put all over, and it does say that you can do that. So on one side, let's try that. So I'm going in. I guess we'll start with that much. So let's just place this all over. Again, my intention with this lighter one was an all over, just to put a little wash on the skin, go in with some concealer, and that's it. Just for a little color on the skin. Ooh. Oh, that went on very nice. And as intended, it gave me a little wash on the skin. Okay. Again, I have nothing on, so you see all the imperfections. And it's not a foundation, but it's just a little wash of color on the skin. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. Let's see if it'll build up a little bit. It's giving effortless. It's giving, I gotta go, but I need to put a little something on. I also feel like this is something you could mix in with your skin tints, your other foundation products, just for like an extra little bit of color. Extremely undetectable. Feels like nothing. Feels nice, smooth. Hey. Now, I'm going to take my hand, same color, the number 2, and I'm going to try this as like a little of what it's intended to be. But I'm curious what this color is going to look like on me. My shade references are down below, but I am between Atelier X and Atelier X.5. That's what I use in the foundation stick from Westman Atelier. Okay, this shade in particular, it's giving uber natural bronze. I'm literally just taking product from the sides because there's a good amount. And let's put a little bit more. Nothing. Something. Okay. As you can see, I've been using this finger to apply the product, and you can definitely see the tint. That's cool. See, for me, this is what I would do. I'd go in with a little bit of concealer, call it a day. You know, on those easy vibes kind of day. So if this is what you're going for, this is what it's going to look like. Very effortless, very soft, very comfortable as well. Yeah. So for this side, I'm going to go in with my Westman Atelier foundation, and then we'll go over top of it with the darker shade, and apply it over it more so targeted, and let's see how that applies. I'm trying to save my brush for the product. My other Westman Atelier. This brush, this is awesome, it's dirty. So we're just gonna use another brush to apply and blend the foundation. And do you see how gorgeous that foundation applies? And build just a little bit right here and right here. This is truly a very effortless kind of product, and it really looks beautiful on the skin, and it builds nicely, and you get a decent amount of coverage with it. I've been using it for years at this point. I've been using Westman Atelier since Westman Atelier was Westman Atelier, and I'm proud of that. It's a true luxurious, clean brand. Let me put some concealer too. The Westman Atelier, of course. I'm going to put concealer on the other side too. Keep myself nice and presentable for you. So I go in with T2, and then I'll go in with M4 because I like mixing. I'll get a little bit more brightness with this one. I'm going to set the concealer with Pink Bubble. Let's go in with the darker shade, Soleil Parfait number 3. I'm going to give her a good shake. And then I'm actually going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to just do 1 drop. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. No, let's do a little more. No. Yeah, let's stick to 1 drop and then we'll go from there. This is my Westman Atelier blender brush. So I'm going to pick up the bronzer with the brush. And let's apply. Yeah. 1 drop was sufficient, that is for sure. It definitely blends into the skin very nicely and goes over top nicely. I definitely like how it looks and feels on the skin, very light. Let's see how she builds. I've gone back in with 1 more drop. Okay, this shade I feel like I can get a little carried away with the brush. With the brush, you're always going to get a little bit more. With the hands, it's very... With the hands. We'll try the hands up here. But yeah, okay. Brush, hands. Okay. I don't have any product on the forehead, just my primer. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm literally just going off of the top of the darker shade, whatever was left. I'm going to blend it out on my hand because that one's a bit more intense. And let's try with the hand on the forehead, temple. See how we like that. Yeah, definitely. I kind of like the hand, dude. I don't know. I like the hand. I like the brush. I like the hand a little bit more because I feel like it just melts into the skin. A lot of Westman Atelier products, I feel like they're really meant to be used with your hands. It's melted nicely into the skin with the hands on the forehead. Let me clean off my hand and let's try that lighter shade on the other side. Give it a shake. And since I already used my hand on this side for the face, I want to try the lighter shade with the brush. Let's pick up product. And so again, up here we have no product. We use the brush with the lighter shade, the hands with the darker shade. There is foundation and concealer on this side, brush with the darker shade, just concealer and then no base on this side. But we did go in with the lighter shade all over and then with the hands. Okay, let's complete the face and then we'll do our comparisons. Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter in Peau de Peony. This one's nice and pink and fun and bright. This is my go-to Westman Atelier blush combo. I mix Poppet with Petal. I like sharing my regular go-to products along with the new products so we can see how everyone plays together. I think that's important. All right, skin is looking nice. Everything went over top nicely. Pretty good. Going with my little petite mascara from Westman Atelier. This is from that set that I shared with you guys. I want the skin to be great. I want the skin to be the star of the show, but I like what I like, okay? We're gonna go in with a little bit of a bold lip, but not too crazy. This is LFG from Westman Atelier. I'm not gonna make it too intense. I'm just gonna dab it and then blend it with my finger. What do we think about these new little sun tone bronzing drops? So this side we've got foundation, and then all our other products, and this was the darker shade. This side is nothing, but we did go in all over, and then the bronzer, and then we used the hands on this side. Forehead, nothing, just our primer, skincare, and hands and brush. Darker, lighter. Skin's feeling pretty nice. Feeling really comfortable. Doesn't feel heavy. It's giving that Westman Atelier. I feel enhanced. I feel comfortable. Feels pretty good. So let's quickly compare. I've got my Westman Atelier bronzer. I have that highlighting, what is this called again? The liquid super loaded highlighter that I have the darkest shade. I used to use this like these are intended. So I want to compare that as well. And where is, yeah, here it is. Here is my face trace. I'm going to compare them. Right off the bat, we know these are completely different textures. We've got a powder, we've got a liquid, and we've got a stick. But I want to show you the colors. Let's see. Let's see. Why not, right? Let me swatch these sun drops. These are, again, going to be a little bit more of heavy swatches. But I did clean, and I was able to clean everything up nice. So there's that. Because honestly, I know it's a little messy, but I don't have to leave it that way. You know what I mean? So it was nice I was able to clean it up. And it's easy to clean up, so don't stress if that's something that, you know, might be a thing for you. All right, so number 2, right? Yeah. Number 2, number 3. Let me put the Peau de Soleil beside these two first, since this is my other liquid. I hope I have enough in here. Yeah, okay. This one is intended to be a highlight, so it's definitely going to be a lot more glowy, and you'll see it in the formula when I get close. But texture and consistency, there's some similarities there. So let me get close. Before I blend, I just want to show you everybody. Okay, so let's do this one first. Ooh, yeah. Liquid super loaded in Peau de Soleil right here. This was never intended to be a bronzer. It's a highlighter, but I used it as a bronzer and it worked beautiful. It looked great. It was very natural. It was very glowy, you know, kind of vibes. But I am very happy to have like true liquid bronzers from Westman Atelier because it's one of my go-to everyday natural enhance me kind of brands. So again, shade 2, shade 3, and then the... It's not supposed to be bronzer, but I have to show it to you because that's how I was using it for a while. Face trace. This is the shade Truffle. I'm more so showing you colors so you can see what colors look like. Because if you have this in your collection and you're asking yourself, do I need it? What do they look like side by side? I'm just here to share all the details, all the things. Here is Truffle. It's a true contour stick, okay? So the tone is going to be a bit different, as you can see. I have the other shade too, Ganache, Truffle and Ganache, number 2 and number 3. Beauty Butter Powder Bronzer. I forgot the name there for a second. This used to have a ton of little hearts on it, but I use this a ton. Soleil Riche is the shade. Here is everyone and everything. All the tones, all the shades, all the things. So hey, based on what you've got in your collection and, you know, seeing all the colors and the product itself, I hope I'm able to kind of help give you some insight on what to expect. What are my thoughts? What do I think about these little sun drops? What are they called again? Hold on. Sun tone bronzing drops. Let's get it right, Monique. First of all, packaging is fun. And I like that they're different colors because, like me, I have multiple. I'm going to know, do I want to go for like a natural vibe or do I want a little bit more? And with that said, overall, I think they both sheared out nicely. They both will build up just a bit. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. I like the ease of use. And that's pretty much across the board with Westman Atelier products. They're very user-friendly. They're very finger makeup application friendly. Going with your brush, going with whatever you'd like that day. I like how it looks. I definitely like how it looks on the skin. I do like the option of with the lighter shade, I can just put it all over, build it up a little, or put the lighter one all over, going with the darker one to really focus in on where I want a little bit of warmth brought to the face. I love that easy factor. It's very natural. It's very Westman Atelier. Overall, nice experience with the packaging. but like I showed you, those are a little bit messy. And I feel like it wastes just a little bit of product, but I get the product off of wherever it made a mess the best I can and use it. But I still waste a good amount of product because it spills a little, and I don't know. But just something to keep in mind. But overall, on the makeup application, I like that it has that nice versatility. It's a fun product. It's liquid bronzer. I like the I'm enhanced. It's not too much. It's giving, staying true to Westman Atelier through and through. I like the finish for these liquid bronzers. I like the finish. I like that it's not super glowy, but it's a very true natural matte, because the glow I get from my other Westman Atelier products if I want to. But I also do like that I can go in with these all on their own and no other makeup and feel pretty comfortable too, because it just adds a little bit of warmth to the skin. So it's all going to depend on your preference, but it's going to remain true to the Westman Atelier style, that truly luxurious experience that's going to enhance you. Nothing more, nothing less. Hey. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.